When I go on this trip, I try to tell the parents that your kids will not come back the same. They will grow up, they will feel so much more independent, and we have a bond that I don't have with other kids that don't get to go on this trip. And I try to offer it to every 7th and 8th grader. We do fundraisers and all that, but we do come back very changed. And the kids can identify, especially those kids that are going into the 8th grade the next year, they completely get it when we are studying those things that we've seen. And they'll say, oh, we've been there, and they see pictures and textbooks.
The experience of traveling and being away from mom and dad maybe, having to be responsible, learning to get along with each other, and then what they saw. And because we've done a lot of work with politics, and we've done history, and we've done civil rights, a lot of civil rights and immigration and that sort of thing, everything that they see deals with something that we have studied in social studies in particular. So it's just such a good experience for them.
Yeah.
I think traveling and learning by doing is really the best way to teach. I teach civics, so we spend the whole year, discussing our government, how our government works, 3 branches, current events, all of these things. And the Washington trip that we run really is sort of a culmination. We have it towards the end of the 8th grade year, and it sort of is the final piece of our curriculum where all of the stuff that we have done in the classroom really comes to life. It is a terrific way for the kids to sort of put all of the pieces together and see their democracy in action, see sort of how their government works, and stuff that they see in textbooks or in the classroom discussions are actually real. And I think it really hits home for them. All of the stuff that we've done during the year is they're living it. And the trip really sort of solidifies the idea that this is a living, breathing sort of thing, this democracy, government, and the people involved.
There's a huge difference between learning in the classroom and getting out into the real world. And I've seen a huge difference with these kids. I teach geography, so they're with me 50 minutes a day. But when we are in Washington, D.C., or when we're in New York City, I see a difference in their personalities. I see their strengths coming out in different areas. So it's not just about that one subject that I teach. I'm getting to see them learn and experience in different ways. The culture is amazing. It's so different. Our kids in where we're from in our school think that the whole world is pretty much like where they live. And so when we go to New York City and when we go to DC, they're amazed at just not only how different it is in these big cities, but the culture and the diversity of the people in the area is also something that really amazes them. And I think that's very profound.
If nothing else, they sometimes have widened their friend base. And so they're talking to other people and they have this shared experience. And they've learned what it is to be so tired, and to learn to get along when you're kind of at the edge of being able to handle things. And then they'll say, oh, we remember that, and that's like that, and there's that connection that we talk about in all learning, and so they have that.